Tech and clips.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So Tommy Johansson dropped this one yesterday. Song's titled "A Dead Ringer for Love." Tommy J featuring Kristin Starkey. Yes. Looking at what's been written in the description here, the song was originally performed by Loaf and Cher. Yeah, put it out there. Never heard it. So I'm going in blind. Listen to it and give my honest thoughts about it. Yes, this song spans a little over 4 minutes. Yes, so we better not waste any more time. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah.
I'm gonna have another one.
That's right.
Hey guy, you got that song, Dead Ringing for Love? Meatloaf? Cher?
Let me check.
Okay.
Well, I got a lot of good stuff, but don't seem to have that one.
Let's hear it.
Let me put it on Spotify.
Okay, so that's Kristin Starkey. Wow, I love the way she came in.
Ring up for love. Ever since I can remember, you've been hanging around this joint. You've been trying to look away, but now you finally got the point. I don't have to know your name, and I won't tell you what to do. But a girl, she doesn't live by only rock and rolling groove. Next to you.
Wow, guys. Dead Ringer for Love, Share, and Loaf. Okay. All right, guys. So that was Tommy Johansson and Kristin Starkey performing Meatloaf and Cher's "Dead Ringer" for Love. Like I said, I went in blind. I've never heard the original. Maybe you guys, I mean, if you want, if you guys want me to, go in and listen to the original, I'll be so glad, to go in. But guys, wow. I did not, expect, this performance, to hit with so much, raw energy, right from the start. Tommy Johansson shows, he's one of the most, versatile, voices, in rock and metal. His delivery, to me, has that, perfect mix of grit and passion, that's, you need for Meatloaf, classic, like, Dead Ringer for Love. He's not just, covering it, I should say. I love the fact that he was channeling that theatrical spirit, while still putting his own stamp on it. And then we have Kristin Starkey. I mean, when she came in, I loved it. I mean, what a powerhouse! Her voice, cuts through with pure fire. Balancing Tommy's rock edge. With this incredible strength and presence. you know, the chemistry between them, obviously was undeniable. I was able to tell, they were having fun, with it, and to me that makes the performance even more infectious. Instrumentally, the arrangement, I hope is faithful, to the original, but I mean, as always, Tommy always, I mean, keeps things fresh, pays homage, to the original production. Speaking of production, the production to this cover, it was big, it was bold and dramatic, exactly what you'd want from a track, that to me has always been larger, than life. I love how the song, builds some momentum, pulling you into that rock opera, sort of vibe. What really, really, really stood out to me after listening to this song, is how natural, the duet felt. Both voices, complemented each other, beautifully, instead of what's the word, competing. Yeah, definitely gave the performance, that that playful, back and forth, sort of, energy that makes you want to, sing along and maybe, get up and dance. Yeah. Overall, to me, this is more than just a cover. To me, it felt more like a celebration of, Meatloaf's legacy. Done with passion. Done with power and personality. Tommy and Christian, definitely nailed it. And honestly, I'd love to see them, team up again. Because this pairing just works perfectly. If you ask me, I'll give this like a hard, 8.5 out of 10, simply because I've not heard the original. But if you guys want me to, listen to the original, I'll be so glad to do just that. But let me know what you guys also think about this one in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to, do more Tommy Johansson. If you want me to do Kristin Starkey, if she has, some performances, you guys would want for me to check out. I'll be so glad to do just that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. My name is Philip, and also the next music reaction. Take care. Stay safe. Peace out.